Hello friends, today we will be discussing the goal seek function of Excel. So for that we will have to go on Microsoft Excel, and I'm going to zoom at this portion. Here I'm going to write goal seek. And today, uh, first let me explain what this functions actually deals with. So goal seek is a function which help us to achieve a particular or a specific goal, which means that which can help a business to know that what amount he can change to get his target. So let us understand this with an example. I'm going to take an example of flower shop. So first we will take demand. So this means the amount which buyers are ready to buy at this particular price. SP, this is the price or the total price which the shopkeeper is selling his flowers. Cost price, and this is the price at which he is getting the flowers and earning. This means the difference between the selling price and cost price. This will be the earning uh, of the flower shop or the owner of the shop. So let us take that demand is 10,000, and let us take that he is selling one flower for 10 rupees. So let me write here, sell one flower 10 rupees. And let us take that he buys this one flower from wholesaler or anywhere, or from his own garden. He buys it for 5 rupees. So his selling price comes out to be 1 lakh, and his cost price comes out to be 50,000. So his earning will be the difference between the selling price and cost price. I'm going to apply the formula selling price minus cost price and click enter. So he gets the earning of 50,000. But let us take an example. Let us suppose that the owner of this shop is not satisfied with his income and he wants to increase his income. So the only thing which he can change is the selling price, because he can't increase the demand in the economy. He can't change the cost price at which he gets the flour. So he wants to change his earning to 1 lakh. So this can only be done by hit and trial method, or we can use to put aside that whole tiring work. We can simply use the function of this Excel. So first we will have to go to data tab, and then what if analysis. Here we can see a small arrow, and we'll have to click on it, and then we'll have to go on goal seek. Here we can see that goal seek appears. This dialog box appears. First it has set cells, which means the target cell which we want to change. Sorry. So here we want to change our earning, and we want to value, which means up to which value we want to change this. So we want his earning to be 1 lakh. I'll put the value. And by changing cell means the cell which we can actually change. So the only cell which we can change is selling price, as I told you before. And then we'll have to click OK. it will show that it has changed the value of target to 1 lakh and current value is also 1 lakh. So we have reached our target. So if we want to know that before the selling he was selling his flour for 10, but now at what price he is selling his flour to get the earning of 1 lakh. For doing this, we'll have to divide his current selling price, which is 1,50,000, by the amount of demand, which is 10,000. Sorry. So one thing more which we'll have to keep in our mind before applying any function, we'll have to put a sign of is equal to, otherwise the formula won't work. And we'll also have to put the sign of these brackets, then our formula will work. So here we can know that now it has changed to 15. So let me write here current selling price. So we can look here that goal seek has automatically changed it to 15 without wasting our much time. This was a plain example. Let us take a more tedious one, which will uh, really make it difficult for us to calculate the amount. Again, we'll go to what if analysis, goal seek, and here I'm going to select the set cell, which is my target cell, and now I want this value to be 2,34,567. So this would be a really difficult work for us to calculate this amount, and the changing cells are the same, selling price, and I'll click OK. So we can see that it has automatically changed it, and our selling price has also changed, and by performing the same thing we can get the amount of one flour. I'll have to select this divided by demand and close the bracket. So now it is selling one flour for 28.4567 rupees, which is, I think, which would be not be a practical amount, but to show an example how it works, I have taken this. I think this is a very useful function, and and I think everyone should know how to use this function because it really saves time. Thank you for watching.